Welcome to our first episode of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire with our special guest, W.E.B. Du Bois. Welcome.
Hey.
So you know how the game is played?
Yes, sir.
We'll be asked a series of questions, 15 questions to be exact, from $100 to $1 million. You'll have 3 lifelines, which are the 50-50, the Ask the Audience, and a Phone a Friend. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, here goes our $100 question. Starts off, who said the following statement? I did not have sexual relations with that woman. A. Bill Clinton. B. Bill Clinton. C. Bill Clinton. Or D. All of the above.
I'm going to have to say D. All of the above.
That is correct. You earned $100. Now, our second question for $200. In what year did movies such as Pulp Fiction, Forrest Gump, The Shawshank Redemption, and The Lion King premiere? A. 1992, B. 1993, C. 1994, or D. 1995?
God love Forrest Gump. It's definitely coming out in 1994.
Yeah, here we go. Moving on a roll. $300 question coming at you. Which of these gaming consoles was the most popular during the 90s? A. Nintendo 64, B. Atari 2600, C. Commodore 64, or D. Sega Genesis?
You know, back in the day, I was a pretty big fan of Nintendo, so I'm going to have to go with Nintendo 64.
You are on a roll. That is correct.
I must be, but...
Oh, now our $500 question. Which president was impeached in the 1990s? A. Bill Clinton, B. George Bush, C. Jimmy Carter, or D. Andrew Johnson?
I'm going to have to go with my main man, Bill Clinton.
That is correct. You have earned yourself $500. Now, bumping it up, a $1,000 question coming at you. What was George Bush's famous campaign slogan? A. Read my lips, no new taxes. B. I did not have sexual relations with that woman. C. It's Mac time. Or D. Do you believe in magic?
You know, I do believe in magic, but I'm afraid the answer is A.
That is correct. Now, moving on to our $2,000 question. Which of the following emerged as a popular rock band in 1991? A. Nirvana, B. Backstreet Boys, C. Celine Dion, or D. LL Cool J?
Though I love my Backstreet Boys, I'm going to have to go with A, Nirvana.
That is correct. Now, doubling $4,000. Out of these people, who was the most successful female music artist in the 90s? A. Mariah Carey, B. Amy Grant, C. Mazzy Star, or D. Celine Dion?
I'm going to have to go with Mariah Carey.
That is correct. Now, $8,000 moving to cell phones. Which invention greatly increased the reliability of cell phones in 1990? A. The Nokia 1011, B. The Apple iPhone, C. The Nokia 2100, or D. The Helsinki Accords?
You know, I was a big fan of A, so I'm going to have to go with that.
Yeah, I love my Nokia as well. Never forget. Now our $16,000 question. What major U.S. city was bombed by domestic terrorists in 1995? A. New York City, B. Oklahoma City, C. Miami, or D. Kona?
You know, Miami's the bomb, but I'm going to have to go with Oklahoma City.
I see what you did there. That is correct. Now, we are going to cut to a quick commercial break right before our $32,000 question. Thank you. Please stick around and join us. Welcome back to Who Wants to Be a Millionaire with our boy W.E.B. And he must be butter because he is on a roll. Now let's continue to our $32,000 question. Which of these is not a policy that President Clinton used on our economy? A. Eliminating the budget deficit. B. Eliminate protectionist tariffs. C. Maintaining low interest rates. Or D. Tax hikes?
You know, I'm not very informed on that subject, so I'm going to have to use 50-50.
All right, let's go ahead and eliminate 2 of those. Thank you. Okay, they eliminated A and C. That leaves you with B, eliminating protectionist tariffs, or D, tax hikes. Once again, the question for $32,000.
You know, terrorist kind of sounds like terrorists, so I'm gonna have to go with D.
Alright, that is correct. D. Staying on your roll, tax hikes. $64,000 question coming at you. We can now observe roughly 4% of our universe due to which scientific invention in the 1990s? A. The Commodore 64. B. The Hubble telescope. C. The space shuttle. Or D. The sonar telescope.
I'm gonna go with B. The Hubble telescope.
That is correct. Hubble. Now, moving on to 125K. On July 5th, 1996, the first mammal was successfully cloned. What was this sheep's name? A. Bertha. B. Kathy. C. Dolly. Or D. Eugene.
Yeah, I was gonna say Bertha, but I'm afraid that's more of a cow's name. I'm gonna have to go with C.
That is correct. Stay on that roll. Now, next is our $250,000 question. What was the average annual income of a female worker in 1994? A. $6,000. B. $11,000. C. $9,000. Or D. $15,000.
I'm gonna have to call upon the audience for this question.
Alright, let's go ahead and get that poll going. Give you guys 30 seconds to answer this question. Alright, we have our audience poll in. Now, okay, let's look at the results. We got A, 15%, B, 10%, C, 60%, or D, 15%. There's quite a majority on C there.
I have to trust my boys in the audience and go with C.
Is that your final answer?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you got it right. Let's go. Moving on to a $500,000 question. In what order did these popular TV shows premiere during the 90s? A. Friends. B. Boy Meets World. C. Rugrats. Or D. Everybody Loves Raymond.
You know I love my TV. I also love my Rugrats, so that's going first. After that, I'm saying my Boy Meets World. Then I'm going to go with Friends, and I'm going to say Everybody Loves Raymond.
That is spot on. Staying on that butter roll. Now, we're going to cut to a quick commercial break before our $1 million question. This guy's just going ham. Back. Welcome back to Who Wants to Be a Millionaire with W.E.B. Du Bois. Now, let's move on to that $1 million question everybody's been waiting for. This is the first one of our season. Which of these is not a criticism of Clintonomics? A. It made it easier to outsource jobs. B. It didn't do enough to limit wealth inequality. C. It didn't restructure the Social Security program with the excess money. Or D. He lowered the national debt.
You know, I'm going to have to call my brother Joshua.
Okay, let's go. Let's get Joshua Brooks on the phone.
Hello?
Hello, Joshua. Good afternoon. Now, your brother W.E.B. Du Bois has called you because he is a little stumped on this $1 million question on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Now, I'm going to read you the question, and then you will guys have 30 seconds to converse about the possible answers, okay? So, here we go. Which of these is not a criticism of Clintonomics? A. It made it easier to outsource jobs. B. It didn't do enough to limit wealth inequality. C. It didn't restructure the Social Security program with the excess wealth. Or D. He lowered the national debt. Go ahead and converse. You have 30 seconds starting now.
Yeah, hello, Josh. I was kind of stumped on this question. I figured being a genius, you'd be able to help me out here.
Yeah, none of the other answers are really doing it for me except for D right now.
Yeah.
So I would just go ahead and say D. That sounds like the best answer.
Okay, well, thanks, Josh. I really appreciate your help, though. I didn't really need it because I'm amazing. We'll talk to you later.
Okay, do you have your answer?
I'm going to say the answer is D.
Is that your final answer?
That is my final answer.
So, before we get to that answer, I just want to say you look styling in that sweater.
Oh, you mean this 90s sweater?
Yeah, man, it is just rocking. I mean,
No.
I almost want to get one myself.
You better.
Okay, let's move to that answer. Final answer is D.
Yes, sir.
And that is correct. You have won yourself $1 million. Well, thank you both for tuning in to Who Wants to Be a Millionaire tonight. That is it for today, but I hope you enjoyed the show, and please tune in next time. I'm Zachary Dallas, and this has been W.E.B. Du Bois. Thank you.